Muffins. Who doesn't love a good muffin? Me, I am obsessed with baked goodies. So today I'm going to make buckwheat, banana, chocolate, walnut muffins. Are you excited? Because I'm super excited. What inspired this recipe is that I bought organic buckwheat flour, and I'll explain later why I bought it and why it is good for you. But aside from this buckwheat flour, the secret ingredient is this. It's a zucchini. The cool thing about baking with zucchini is that it bulks up your recipe so your muffins are bigger, but it doesn't add any fat, any calories. Well, maybe it has like 10 calories, but basically it bulks up your muffins and makes them nice and fluffy, and you can add less oil and less flour by filling up your muffin tins with a little zucchini. Let's get started. Okay. First step, don't forget, preheat the oven. We're going to do 350. Next step, we're going to take a bowl. This used to be my grandma's, I love this bowl. And we're going to combine our dry ingredients. First is this organic buckwheat flour, which has started, this is what started my entire excitement to start baking. Oh, there we go. That's about a cup. Look at that. Baking soda, put that aside. I honestly don't know the difference between baking soda and baking powder. I just know that they make your baked goods poofy. So the more of that, the better. This is a chocolate walnut banana flavor. I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon because I think that spice flavor has a natural sweetness. And cinnamon is very good for you. A little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt. In every good baking recipe, or baked recipe, a little bit of salt actually enhances the flavor of the sweetness. So I highly recommend always putting in a dash of salt. Step 2, we're taking out the mama bowl. Also used to be my grandma's, and I love it. All right, all the wet ingredients. So what I'm going to do is actually add in extra eggs because they are high in protein and filling. And if I have these muffins for breakfast or a snack, I'm going to try to only eat one. And I think it's easier to eat one if they have more fat and protein that keep you full. Ooh. A little cooking tip, if you knock any shell in there, the way to get it out is use the shell to scoop the pieces out. See, isn't that cool? It just sucks it right in there. Bam! No more shell. Hold on a minute. So the recipe that I'm looking at calls for 2 eggs, but I'm going to add 4. Ooh, vanilla extract. That's a good one. It says to actually add 2 teaspoons, but I'm only going to add 1 teaspoon. Because recently I had a recipe and by accident added too much vanilla, and it was disgusting. So I don't want to risk that. I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to add, you know what, this, again, because I'm kind of winging this recipe, I'm only going to add, I think, a tablespoon of coconut oil. And coconut oil is a really good for you fat. It helps boost your metabolism. It helps with fat burning. If you research the wonderful properties of coconut oil, it's one of the best fats you can possibly choose. We're going to go to the secret ingredient, which is some zucchini. If you've never used a veggetti, it's one of the best kitchen tools I've ever seen. Spiralize away. Beautiful. You will notice that lime green is one of my favorite colors. It's just such a happy, peaceful color. Also, I'm going to use the knife to scrape off the extra bits. Okay. And then my last wet ingredient is the sweetener. I found that I like to use stevia in other recipes to sweeten things, but when you bake goods with stevia, I think the taste can be a little bit funny. So instead, I'm going to mash up some banana. So these are some nice ripe bananas. Let's chuck that in there. So I'm just squishing the fork into every bit of banana. And then after we have this mashed up a bit more, we can combine our wet and our dry ingredients. And then comes the really fun part. I'm going to chop up some chocolate. So I'm going to add my dry ingredients to my wet, just because this bowl is bigger. Just going to stir as I add it. Actually, now is the time to switch to my spatula. Ooh, look at that. That has a beautiful batter consistency. Okay, we're almost ready. However, we're going to add in some walnuts. I've never had red walnuts. I actually don't know what the difference is between regular and red, but that's what Trader Joe's was selling, and I figured, how bad could they be? So I'm just rough chopping them so you get little bits in every bite in the muffin rather than like one massive piece. Dump that in there. Perfect. And then I bought, because I love dark chocolate, Lindt 85% dark chocolate, one of my favorite kinds. And I really like that they don't have dairy in this one. Ooh, I've got banana on my finger. So I'm just going to rough chop this and add it to our batter. I need to buy chocolate more often. I'm going to use that same rocking technique I did before with the zucchini, but this time with the chocolate. That looks about right. I'm going to dump in my chocolate. Oh, one more little ingredient I want to throw in just for some extra crunch. I have cacao nibs, which are a superfood. They're just very high in antioxidant, and they have a really good crunch. So just for fun, I'm going to add in a little handful, maybe like a tablespoon, maybe a little more. Yeah. And the last thing actually I want to add, because even though I do have the banana, I think I'm still going to add a little bit of stevia just to make sure it tastes sweet like a dessert. Okay. And you can add more to your taste if you want it to be sweeter. Add some more, or obviously you don't have to use stevia. You can use sugar or maple syrup or honey or whatever the sweetener is. That's your choice. Okay, that is ready to go into my muffin tin. Coconut oil to my fingers and just kind of rub a little bit in each little cup. Okay, so we're going to add hopefully a little even-sized blobbies. I now have some very gooey fingers, but this beautiful tray is ready to go in the oven. So I'm going to pop these in, I think, for around 20 minutes, and I will show you what they look like when they come out, because I'm going to taste one. So I just took these out of the oven, and I'm so surprised. They baked really fast. I think this was like 12 minutes, and you know that they're done when you take a toothpick and you stick it into your muffin and take it out, and it comes out clean. I'm going to grab a fork so I can get one out without burning my fingers. Let's see, did I use enough oil? We're going to find out. Ooh, look at the chocolate. Now for the real test. Let's break into this bad boy. Ooh, look at the chocolate in there. There's bits of banana and a little bit of the green zucchini. That's a nice, fluffy, moist muffin. Okay, let's try. Smells yummy. Mmm. That is good. That was a big bite. There's a lot of walnut in there. Chocolate. Delicious. Try this at home. Write in the comments what you think. Bye.